Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is August 6th, 2026. I want to share an update for you today entitled Sun Darkened, No Moonlight, Stars Falling. Mark 13:24 and 25 says, "But in those days, after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken." So there are three separate signs here that come together: the sun being darkened, the moon not giving its light, and the stars falling. There are other channels that have been talking about the importance of this solar eclipse on August 12th coming up with the peak meteor shower that is going to be happening during the solar eclipse. The exact day of the Perseid meteor shower, the peak day of the meteor shower is August 12th. So I was considering what these other channels are sharing, and I wanted to look into all of the eclipses since August 21st of 2017, which really kicked off a huge marker leading us to where we are now, everything that we've been seeing from the 70-year marker of Israel, 2017 and 2018, leading us into the beginning of the pandemic, and now where we are now in 2026. So I went back and studied each and every total, annular, and hybrid solar eclipse from 2017 to 2026. So if we go back to August 21st of 2017, there was not a peak meteor shower on that day. On July 2nd, 2019, there was not a peak meteor shower. December 26th of 2019, there were no major meteor showers. And on June 21st, 2020, there were no major meteor showers. In this whole sequence, the first total solar eclipse that had a peak meteor shower was December 14th of 2020. December 14th, 2020 was a peak meteor shower on the same day, December 14th. Then we go to June 10th, 2021, December 4th, 2021, April 20th, 2023, October 14th, 2023, April 8th, 2024, October 2nd, 2024, and then February 17th, 2026. None of these had a peak meteor shower on the day of the total solar eclipse. The only other eclipse that has a peak meteor shower in this whole sequence is this upcoming total solar eclipse over Spain on August 12th, coinciding with the Perseid meteor shower, the peak day on August 12th. And so when we look at the Bible and we consider the exact sign that God has given, the sun being darkened, the moon not giving its light, and the stars falling from heaven, I mean, we can obviously see that the sun being darkened and the moon not giving its light could coincide easily with a total solar eclipse. The sun is darkened, and the moon also is not giving its light. And when the stars are falling from heaven, that adds another element to the importance of which solar eclipses we need to consider. Not just any solar eclipse, but a solar eclipse that coincides with a peak meteor shower, the stars falling from heaven. And so, I mean, in this whole sequence, the two key days, December 14th of 2020, I mean, that day was marked so heavily, and we were talking about it before December 14th. It was the middle day between the two great American eclipses, another total solar eclipse over South America. It was the confirming of Joe Biden by the Electoral College that he was going to be president. And it was declared also to be the third term of Barack Obama. When Joe Biden came in, even the New York Times said this is the third term of Barack Obama, that he was running the show from the basement in his pajamas. And December 14th of 2020 was the first vaccine. Do you see how important this is marked in the heavens? Separating December 14th, 2020 from all of the other eclipses in the sequence, making it the most important eclipse since 2017, and maybe in the history of the world, because this is such a critical time, and it marked the first vaccine, and we have these heavenly signs as a warning. This is the tribulation that is coming. The sun being darkened, and the moon not giving its light, and the stars falling. And now we have what could be the fulfillment of, but in those days after that tribulation, after the 70th year of Israel, after the COVID lockdown and mandatory vaccines that throughout the world forced people out of fear of losing their jobs, out of fear of losing their benefits, out of fear they're not able to go into a mall or into a grocery store, which was the case in many places across the world. All of the critical jobs like pilots and policemen and nurses and doctors, it was mandatory to take the vaccine that was given. And this is all marked by December 14th, 2020. And now we are coming up on the next and only other day in this entire sequence that coincides with a total solar eclipse and a peak meteor shower. We have been focusing on the Feast of Trumpets. We've been focusing on the lead up, all of the signs leading up to the Feast of Trumpets, to the fall feast days, even possibly to the Day of Atonement, as we consider this might be the year of Jubilee, and the trumpet sounding, the last trump sounding on the Day of Atonement in the year of Jubilee. Whether it is 9/11, the Feast of Trumpets on September 11th, or whether it goes all the way to the Day of Atonement 10 days later, September 21st, or September 22nd, somewhere in there, we've got these signs that are showing us. And now this August 12th eclipse is marked by something different, by something special, by something else beyond the normality of just another solar eclipse. So these are the only two eclipses in this entire sequence coinciding with the peak day of a major meteor shower. December 14th, 2020, the total solar eclipse, peak of the Geminid meteor shower, the first COVID-19 vaccination in the United States on this day. August 12th, 2026, total solar eclipse, peak of the Perseid meteor shower, the new moon, which gives ideal skies for the visibility of the meteor shower. Wouldn't that be amazing? At the very hour of the total solar eclipse that people see the stars falling, because during the day the sun goes dark, the moon does not give its light, and the stars are falling from heaven. Wouldn't that be an amazing sign that we are 30 days away from the Feast of Trumpets, 40 days away from the Day of Atonement? Now I want to share one last piece of information with you. I did not do a graph on this, but I want to share with you that yesterday, August 5th, 2026, the FDA authorized the use of mRNA vaccines for the flu. This is the first time they have authorized a vaccine which has mRNA technology. This is messenger technology that sends signals to our DNA, to the DNA, and it will transfer and transform DNA within the human body. So what is the significance of August 5th, 2026, the authorization of the mRNA flu vaccine? This was the first day of Obama's 66th year. Obama turned 65 on August 4th. That means 65 is over. He has fulfilled 65. He's still 65. He's 65 years old. He's not 66 yet. But August 5th, 2026 marks the first day of Obama's 66th year. He's in his 66th year. He will be fulfilling the complete 66 years next year on August 4th, 2027. But August 5th, 2026 marked the first day of Obama's 66th year, and they authorized by the FDA the use of mRNA vaccine for the flu. So I just wanted to add that information. So many things are happening. We've already seen a worldwide pandemic. Maybe they have something planned. Why are they doing this now? What is going to be happening in the near future? Maybe there's going to be another sickness, and they have this new vaccine all ready to go, starting on the first day of Obama's 66th year. Just as the December 14th, 2020 eclipse with a peak meteor shower marked the first vaccine, and the connection to Obama through the Electoral College bringing in Joe Biden, bringing in the third term of Barack Obama. Okay, so something is happening, something is going on. There's a lot more to this August 12th eclipse. And I believe it is a lead up and a sign pointing to the Feast of Trumpets and the Day of Atonement. We are at the time. This could be the time of the rapture. This could be the time of the second coming of Christ. This could be the time that so many things that have happened already in the world, people really doubt that we are already in the tribulation. But look at all of these signs that have happened. The 70 years of Israel was 2017 and 2018. We're almost on 80 years now. And people still think that the rapture has to happen before the tribulation. We have been in tribulation for many, many years. Look at all of the things that have been happening. And now worldwide, earthquakes and hurricanes and fires, wildfires and pandemics and everything that is happening all around the world. I mean, anybody who has any sense at all with just a little bit of eyesight, who can just simply open their eyes and see, the world is in tribulation. In those days, after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. And indeed, a shaking is coming, another shaking, more shaking. The great shaking is coming. I pray you are blessed today. This is Steve Fletcher, a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.